We shall see if clause or conditional clause. If we have a if clause, what should be the answer for which tense? We are going to see that using some small ticks and trips. And this if clause is from class 6 to 12. I have consolidated the if clause in all these books, and I have given the questions with answers. We shall see. Conditional clause or if clause, both is same. Condition plus result is given. If under which condition, how the results will be, that is what we are going to see. Here first we shall see what is zero conditional. Actually in conditional class we have three classes, first, second and third. So we shall see what is zero conditional here. The if clause verb will also be in simple present, and the main class verb will also be in simple present in zero conditions. Where we are using zero condition is facts which are generally true or scientific facts. Scientific facts will always be in zero condition, and the same result for the condition, the results always will be same, it will never change. For example, if you stand in a rain, you will wet, you get wet. So it is true now, whenever we stand in a rain, we used to get wet only. So it is same result or scientific fact also. If you heat ice, it melts, it is a scientific fact, so it can't change. So here heat is also a present tense and melts is also a present tense. So if the sentence the clause starting with if, we say if clause, and the other clause which gives complete meaning, we say it is the main clause. So if you stand in a rain is the if clause, and you get wet is the main clause. First conditional we shall see. In the first conditional, if clause contains present simple present tense, that is the verb in the if clause is simple present tense, and the main clause will get the answer as will or verb or won't with verb. We shall see the examples we could understand here. And the uses of this first conditional is a possible situation in the future. Something will be possible in future, like that. So those sentences will come under first conditional. So we shall see an example. If it rains, here rains is the verb and it is in simple present tense. So what I told, if in if clause, if the verb is in present simple present, the answer will take either will or won't plus verb na. So in main class we see we will cancel the trip, so it is a main class. So what is the answer? Will plus verb, so will cancel. So if class contains present tense, and so the main class gets the answer will cancel. Now second one, if you study, here study is a verb and it is in present simple. And the in main verb, you will pass the exam. In this main verb, will pass is the verb here, and whenever if class contains simple present tense, the answer will surely be will plus verb or won't plus verb. This is a tip for us. Next we shall see second conditional. In the second conditional, most of the sentences will be unreal or improbable or unlikely situation. We never like that. Or it will be unreal situations. Those sentence comes under second conditional. And in the simple second conditional, if the verb in the if clause is simple past, then the answer in the verb in the main clause would be would plus verb. So in the first condition we saw, if the verb in the if clause is present tense, then our answers in the main class will be either will plus verb or won't plus verb. And here only this tip, if we know, will be very good in our if clause. So second condition is, if the verb in the if clause is past tense, then the verb in the main class will be only would plus verb. We shall see the example. If I won the lottery, here won is the past tense of win, right? So in the if class we have the verb in past tense. So in our main class, what will be our answer is would plus verb. So would travel. Second one, if they sold their houses, here sold is the verb and sold is the past tense of sell. So in if class we are getting the verb as past tense, and our answer will be would plus verb. So in the second main sentence, main class, we have they would be rich, right? So what we should get into our mind is, in if class, if the verb is in past tense, Our answer in the main class would surely be would plus verb. Third conditional. If the verb in the if class is past perfect. Past perfect is the third form of the verb. For example, sing, sang, sung. So sung is the past perfect. Swim, swam, swum. So swum is the past perfect. The third form of the verb we say past perfect. Mostly past perfect will have the had verbs. Have verbs will have had. So had is the past tense of have. So since it is past perfect, surely we will get the word had. So from that we can understand either it is past perfect or it is for a tip only I am saying. So in if class, our verb is in past perfect. In the main class, our answer will be would have plus past participle. We shall see the example. If you had studied. So here the verb in the if class is had studied. So since it is past perfect, we have had. So studied. Had plus verb is the past perfect tense form. So had studied. So our answer in the main classes would have passed. So would have plus past participle you're going to write. So past, that is the third form. Then if I hadn't been sick, so again we have had, so that is a tip for us. Before the verb if we get had, it is surely past perfect. Yeah, for this if class I'm giving, just it is like a tip only. So we have past perfect in the if class and an answer will probably be would have plus past participle. So would have gone. Here gone is the past participle of go. So go, went, gone. It is a third form of the verb go. So the third rule for our if clauses, if it is third conditional, the if class contains past perfect and the main class will surely have the would have plus past participle form. Remember these three things for if class. Only if you remember these three things, you can surely get the score in the if class. So, the first one is in if class, the verb is in present tense. In main class, our answer will be either will plus verb or won't plus verb. Second one, if the if class verb is in past tense, the answer will be would plus verb. If in if class the verb is in past perfect, then the main class verb will be would have plus past participle. So easily we can remember this. If it is present, will plus verb. Past, would plus verb. Past perfect, would have plus verb. So here would have plus past participle. Only for this perfect we have past participle. For the remaining two we don't get that past participle. So will, would have. Present, past, past participle. In any way you remember this. There is a choose the best answer given here. I will come if I dash time. So our condition is where we will get will if the if class contains present tense, we will write will plus verb now. So since in main verb here it is will, so our answer should probably be in present tense. Here had is the past verb, past form for have. Will have is the future form. So our answer is have is our answer. So we should remember both thing. Only present will plus verb, past would plus verb. Even if it is given in if class, we should be ready to write the answer in main class. If the answer is given in main class, we should be ready to write the answer in if class. So that tips is very important. And if he is late, so here the verb is present tense. So probably our answer will be will only. So will, we will start without him. In third one, our main class contains would. So would plus tell, would plus verb. So we should just remember that rule, the three rule we studied now. We shall just remember that rule. If the main class contains would plus verb, probably our if class is past tense. So here will ask is not a past tense, had asked is not a past tense, because have, had, has will come only for perfect tense. So asked is a past tense. Ask, asked, asked. So our answer is asked. Then will, whenever we get will in the main class, what will be our answer? It is probably present tense. So You should remember that rule. So here it is will. So probably our if clause will contain present tense. Here had, brought is not present tense. Brought is not also not present tense. So bring is the present form. So answer is that. If you dash to learn a musical instrument, you have to. Here have is the present form. The if clause should get the answer as will, na? But here in options it is not given. We saw the zero condition, right? If the verb in the if clause is present, and even if it is present in the main class, that we say zero conditionals. So since here in our option there is no will, so our answer will be want, which is the present form. So in both the class there will be present tense, that we say that is a zero conditional. Complete the conditional sentences, decide whether to use type 1, type 2 or type 3. Right, that we are going to do. Because our clue we should remember here, even here I have given the clue. If the verb in the if class is present, our answer in the main class will be either will verb or would plus verb. And if the if class contains the verb in past tense, and the verb in the main class will be would plus verb. And if it is past perfect, our answer will be would have plus past participle. So we shall see. In this first one, see we have if I had, here had is the past tense of have, right? So if class contains past tense, and our answer will probably be would plus verb. Here the verb is go, so our answer is would go. Then if you dash English, you will get along them perfectly. So that don't read everything, just keep the tips in mind and see what is there in if class and what is there in main class. So in main class they have given will get. So when it is will get, our tense in the if class will be present tense. So present form of speak is speak only. Then in if class we have had gone. So had gone is the past participle of go. Go, went, gone. So it is the third form, that is past perfect. When the verb in the if clause is past perfect, our answer will be would have plus past participle. So here in a bracket they have given turn. So our answer will be would have turned. Turn, turned, turned. Third form of turn is turned. So answer is would have turned. And fourth one, if she dash to see. See, we shall see in the main class. Will go is our answer in the main class. So when in the main class we have will go, and automatically in the if class we will get the answer as present tense. So present form of come is come only. Since the subject she is singular, we write comes. I would have told you here, would have told. In main class, we have the answer would have told. So, in if class, our verb will be in the past perfect. That is, the past perfect of see is had seen. So, answer is this. In this tip you are very clear, your answer will be very perfect. So, if you get this if class in the exams, this tip you write it somewhere and you just compare and do the answer. Fill in the blanks with correct verb form. Here in this task, they have given two dashes. Even in if class we should write, and even in main class we should write the correct form of the verb. So for this it is not necessary for us to read the sentence and understand the sentence. Instead of that, we shall just remember our rule, the clue, and we shall see the options. Our clue is if it is present tense, we should put will verb or won't verb. If it is past tense, we should put would plus verb. If it is past perfect, we are going to put would have plus past participle. So that is our rule. That we should each and every time when we do the if class, we should remember that. And we shall go to the first option. Go, would watch. Go is the present tense. Since it is present tense, the other verb should be in will or won't, but it is given would, so it is wrong. The second one, go, is a present tense, and the answer is will plus verb, so it is the right option. And the option C, go is the present tense, they have given have watched, so the option is wrong. Then in the second one, we shall go to the options. Tries is the present tense, and if it is tries, the answer should be in the other form is will reach or won't reach, but it is given would reach, so it is wrong. And the B, tried is in past tense. If it is in past tense, our answer should be would reach, but the answer given is will reach, so it is wrong. And in the C one, tried is a past tense. The answer should be, if it is in past tense, our other answer should be would plus verb. So would reach is the right answer. So option C is the right answer. Tried and would reach. In the third one, first verb is listen. So listen is a present tense. The other form should be either will hear or won't hear, but they have given would hear, so it is wrong. And the next one, had listen is given. Perfect tense is given here. If it is past perfect, our answer should be would have hear, but they have given will hear, so it is wrong. And in third one, listen is a present tense, and the other option is will have, so it is will hear, so it is right. So we should apply the rule clue given here, and we should find out the answer. In this table, if clause and main clause is given, so it is also a rule. We have that clue, no, if it is present tense, that is given here. So I shall just, it is again and again I'm giving this. The reason is just to recall, or when we see many times, it would come into our mind very easily, so that's why. Then in conditional class, first conditional class, if class verb should be in, if class, if the if class verb is in simple present, the main class verb will be will plus verb. Then in conditional class second, the if class verb will be in past tense, so the main class verb will be in would plus infinitive, that is a verb. In the third conditional class, if class verb will be in past perfect, that is had studied, and the main class verb will be in would have plus verb, so that is past participle. So would have past. If class main class is given in the form of match the following. So we shall see. If they worked hard, here worked is the past tense. So our main class verb will be in the form of would plus verb. So we shall see. See, they would win. So would plus verb, we are getting the answer. So option C is the right answer. If they work hard, they would win. And in second one, if I invite, invite is the verb here. Invite is in present tense. So our main form should take the form as will plus verb or won't plus verb. So for second one, the answer is she will come. So will come is the right answer here. So for second one, she will come to the party is the right one. And for the third one, had got, in if class, conditional class, it is not necessary for us to read the sentence and know the meaning. If we find out the verb, it is enough for that. So for the third one, had got is the verb here. So had got is past perfect. If the if class takes past perfect as the verb, our answer would be would have plus verb. So in this answer, I would have bought. So would have bought is the correct answer. So the answer is I would have bought these shoes. Complete the following with appropriate conditional clauses, and we should remember our clue. Present, if it is present, the answer will be will plus verb or won't plus verb. If the verb is in past tense, the answer should be would plus verb, and if it is in past perfect, our answer should be would have plus past participle. It is very important here, past participle, that is third form of the verb. For present and past, we are just writing the verb form, general verb form, but for past perfect, we should take the third verb form, that is past participle. So we shall see the answer here. Will miss. So here the verb is will miss. Automatically our if class will take the form of verb is present. So we will miss our train if we go to the station by walk. So here go is the verb and it is in present tense. So you should match the clues here. Jayashree would travel. See here our verb is would travel in main class. So automatically our if class will take the past tense. So she planned. So planned is the past tense here. Jayashree would travel to France if she planned. Then people get sunburned. Here get is the present tense. So our answer will be either will verb plus won't plus verb. So here if they don't use, so don't is the form we are using is don't use sunscreen. Next one, Vicky would have passed. So the verb form is would have passed. When the main class takes would have passed, automatically our if class will be past participle form. So if he had studied, had is for had, studied is for past participle. I wouldn't refuse. So we have would here. So if we get the verb in the main class as would, our if class will have the past form. So the answer is if you gave. So gave is the past tense of give. So if you gave me a good offer. Sundar would have waited. Again, here we have would have. So our if clause will take the past participle form. So if it hadn't rained, so it is the it takes the past perfect form had plus rained. Then Vijayashri will be busy. Here our verb is will be. So if we see will be, automatically our if clause will contain the present tense. So if her relations come is the verb here and it is in present tense. Atvika will not go to play. So will go. Here will go is our main verbs tense, and our answer will be in the present form if she is sick. So sick is the verb, and is the verb here, and is the present form. So will not, and the other form is. Here again they have gave the definitions for the conditional sentence type 1, type 2, type 3. We shall see it. Maybe they can also as the definition for that, or they will give as the they will ask as the clue that and all. So not only they will give the sentence classes, but also there is possible for us to as the condition. What is the condition also? So we shall see it. In conditional sentence type 1, it will be a possible sentence, and that possible sentence we would mostly like it, and that can be fulfilled in the future. So the sentences or classes given in the type 1 will be a possible statement, and that statement we would like that statement, or the result we would like the result, and we can fulfill it in the future. So for example, if I find her address, so find is the present tense. So in if class, if we have present tense, our answer will be will plus send. So here the answer is will. I will is given, no? So it is will. And in this conditional sentence type 2, those classes will be possible statements, but though it is possible, we don't like it, so it will be unlikely statements, and these can also be fulfilled in the future. For example, if I found her address, so found is the past tense, and our main verb will take the form of would plus verb. So I found is the past tense, and here would sent is the form for that main class. So the second sentence, second conditional will be possible, but it is unlikely, but it can be fulfilled in the future. Then conditional sentence type 3, those sentences which are impossible, and also it refers to the past, the happenings which have been ended, but it is also not possible now. Those statements will come under conditional class type 3. So type 1 will be possible, likely will be fulfilled. Type 2 will be possible, unlikely will be fulfilled. And in the type 3, the statements will be impossible and that had been end in the past. So if I had found her address, if I have got her address, I would have sent her the invitation. So she didn't get that address, she didn't send that invitation at all. So they are saying, suppose if I have got it, I would have been sent that. They are saying like that. So it is impossible only, it has happened in the past. So here had found is in past perfect tense, and the main verb has taken the form would have plus verb. Read the following sentence and fill in the blanks. Both the verb is given dash here, and we are going to write the answer. If I dash a spider, I dash web. So it is an imaginary form. When the imaginary form of sentences will come, the if condition always takes the verb where. It is also a clue. So where, here they have given be in the bracket. Be indicates the be verbs or auxiliary verb. Be, it indicates the be verbs. Is, am, are, was, where, that and all is be verb. So since it is an imaginary statement, if class takes the be form as where, and where is the past tense of was, and in our condition, if the verb in the if class is in past tense, our answer would be would plus verb. So verb given here is weave, and would weave is the right answer. Then in second one, if Raj is a sculpture, he dash beautiful idols. So here the be form here is it is a present tense, and since it is in present tense, our answer will be will plus verb. So will plus make is the right answer. If Mary had an umbrella, she dash it to me. So here had is the past tense of have. So our if class takes the past tense and our answer would be would plus verb. So answer is would plus lend. Rex would have played. Would have played is the past perfect form of main verb, no? Main class. So our if class will have the past perfect tense. So the verb given in the bracket is has. So the answer will be had. Here why we have written two had is had plus would have played we have given, no? So for past perfect already we'll have one had. So had plus verb is the past perfect form. So for that one had, and the other had is for they have given the verb in the bracket as has, no? The past perfect of has is had. So that's why we have wrote two had. Here two had is the right answer. Next, in if class they have given where is the past form, so automatically our main class would take the form as would plus verb. So would accept is the right answer. Then next one, if the if conditional class takes the verb as allot is a present form, so the main form will take the word will. So will plus select. Then next one, if in if class the verb is goes, so goes is the present form, so automatically the main class will take the form as will plus verb or won't plus verb. So our answer is will visit. Next, you will be. So main class takes the form as will be. So automatically our if class will take the present form. So stand is the present form of the verb stand. It is not necessary to read the whole sentence and understand. Then in the next one, if in main class the verb is in will not allow. So if the when the main class takes will plus verb, our answer should be in the present form. So here the verb given in the bracket is no. Since my mother is a singular, it takes the form as knows. Then in J, the main if class takes the verb as had one. So it is a past perfect form. So when if class takes the past perfect form, our main class will take the form as would have plus the verb, past participle of the verb. So would have the past participle of donate is donated, donated. So would have here it is the past perfect past participle of donate is donate. So would have donated. Here I have not given D, but the answer is would have donated relief materials for the flood. Here again they have given the um, conditions for the class type 1, type 2 and type 3. Again we shall see it. So first type 1 will be possible condition, type 2 will be unlikely or hypothetical condition, type 3 will be impossible condition. Already we saw in the other slide. So this is given in the other book, so we shall just keep a view in it, that's all. So in type 1, if class takes the verb play is the present form. So main class takes the form as will plus verb, so will win. In type 2, if class takes the verb as rained is the past form. So the main class takes the form as would plus verb, so would cancel as the answer. In type 3, the if class takes the form as had played, so it is in past perfect tense. So automatically the main class will take the form as would have plus past participle of the verb. So would have one is the past participle, past the form of main class, and here one is the past participle form of win. So win won. So the answer is would have won. Again the conditions given, shall just see it. Zero conditional it is given. So whenever we'll get zero condition is the facts and situations that are always true. The scientific facts that are all comes under zero conditional. So if or when, in if class if takes if or when, that will always have the present, simple present. And in the other way, when it is simple present, it will be an imperative. So that is the condition for the zero class. If you don't water the flowers, they die. Here, don't. Do is the present form in the if class. So when if class takes the present form, our answer in the main class will be will or won't. But here it is a fact. If we don't water the flower, it will die. So since it is a fact, we are using the present form itself. Then to give instructions, if you want to give any instructions, that instructions will take the zero conditions. If you want to come, here want is the present tense. Send me a message. So send is also a present tense. So both will take the present form. First conditional. So in first conditional, what we saw is if class takes the present form, the main class will take the form as will or won't plus infinitive or verb itself. So in the first conditional, what we are going to talk is to talk about possible and probable situations. So for it should be it would be mostly in the possible situations only. So if you behave kindly, people will respect you. So behaving kindly, respect, both is in the possible form only. So here behave is the present form of verb, and in the main class I took the form as will plus respect. Then to make promises and give warnings. If you are going to give promises or warnings, we can use the first conditional, that is, if I have time, I will visit you soon. If I get time, I'll visit you. So have is the present form, and will if class takes the present form, and the main class takes the form as will plus verb. So will visit. Second conditional. The second conditional clue is if the verb in the if class is past, and our answer will be would plus verb or infinitive. The second conditional talks mostly about imaginary, unreal, or impossible situations. And the as examples given here are, if I were rich, I would buy a mansion by a sea. So here where is the past form, and the main form takes the verb as would plus buy. So would buy. And the other one, if I found a ring, found is the past tense. So if class is in past tense, so the main class will take the answer as would or won't plus verb. So won't keep. Third conditional. The clue is for our third conditional is if class takes the verb in the past perfect form, our answer will be would have plus the past participle form of the verb. And this third conditional talks about the impossible, that is which never happened, which is not at all going to happen, and it indicates the past happening situations. So the answer is if you had studied more. Had studied is in past perfect tense, so the main class takes the form as would have passed. So had studied would have passed, and I wouldn't have been late, so wouldn't have been. Here it is the here the main form takes the form as would plus have plus verb. So the if class will be automatically past participle only. So I hadn't woken. So hadn't woken is the past participle form of wake. Wake, woke, woken. So it takes the third form of the verb.